Zach says right here, I've never served this niche before. What type of marketing would you outline? Proposals, think Google Ads, list building, Facebook ad giveaway, to help identify customers needing the product. Yeah, dude, you're having a great time. It's gonna be fun. All the tools, you get to do all this fun stuff. And I'll tell you what, hard stop really darn fast. If you are dealing with a new client, you have to go through these processes to make sure that you don't hate your client doesn't hate you, you get results, and this is the best filter in the world to know if your campaign is gonna work before it goes live. You 100% need to do this. And agencies that don't end up sputtering and stalling and go like, oh God, everything is bad. This is what you need to do. First things first, how many of X have you sold in the past 90 days? First things first. Awesome, Mr. Johnson. I know you want to promote your newfangled pest control doohickey that literally murders bugs overnight, and you're super excited about it because it's going to change the world for the better. Let me ask you this. How many of the Pet X Extremist 9 billions have you sold in the past 90 days? Yeah, just like in the past 90 days. How many flooring and cabinet thingies have you sold in the past 90 days? Yeah, how many? Oh, 0? Sorry, dude. Marketing doesn't do that. Marketing will not take you from 0 to 1. It will take you from 5 to 10 or 10 to 50, but 0 to 1, I can't help you there. I go, oh, but I thought you do marketing and all stuff. I do. Marketing will only amplify the results that you're currently getting. And if you haven't sold any of these pest control 9 billion 3000s, I can't do it. That's called an unproven offer, by the way. Like, it's just some guy in a garage who's like, oh, that is super fun. So Zach, it's totally possible, by the way, that this guy who does cabinet and flooring has not sold any cabinet and flooring or has not sold enough cabinet and flooring. But let's just pretend. They're gonna say, oh yeah, we've sold cabinet and flooring before. You can say, cool, how many have you sold in the past 90 days? And they tell you. Chances are, by the way, it's never, and it's not a big enough number to have a critical mass to have a proven offer to say like, oh, I have confidence that we can sell more of this stuff. Usually, this number is too small. And I can't provide guidance on what too small means. For example, like some cabinetry makers, they sell 3 or 4 a week, and that number is totally fine because that's like the average for cabinet makers. Maybe it's possible for car dealers, if they sold 100 cars in a month, that's actually too small. That ain't gonna be good. It has to be 200 per month. It depends on the business, the market, and stuff like that. But I'm gonna assume, Zach, that when you say, hey, Mr. Johnson, I'm happy to send you some business and run a marketing campaign for you. Quick question, how many cabinets have you sold in the past 90 days? Gotcha, okay. And do you think that number is, you said you only sell 2, you've only sold 2 in the past 90 days. Gotcha. I feel like that number might be a little bit too small, right? Like, yeah, I think that's too small. That's why we're hiring you. Okay, I hear you. What are like your goals? Like, what are you expecting? Like to go from 2 cabinets to 4 cabinets? Like, what's your aim for this marketing campaign? Is it to sell more cabinets, or is it to build awareness that you sell cabinets? Oh, it's to build awareness that you sell cabinets. Okay, if that's the case, we can do it. We can make you like internet famous or in-person famous, stuff like that. But I want to let you know, if you're coming in expecting us to sell a whole bunch of cabinets, you've only sold 2, I can't lead this campaign with you expecting to, like, you know, be sold out of cabinets. Oh, okay, yeah, we're great here. That's usually one conversation. Another one is like, oh, got all these cabinets and we've only sold 2 in the past 90 days and we really want to sell 50. Gotcha. You're expecting this marketing campaign to sell 50 cabinets. Gotcha. Okay. If that's the case, how much money are you willing to invest to achieve that goal? Ask them. How much money are you willing to invest to achieve that goal? You know, I really only have $300. Oh, okay. Let me repeat what I heard, Mr. Johnson. And a kind of quick summary right here. You've only sold 2 cabinets in the past 90 days. you're expecting to sell 10 cabinets in the next 90 days, and you only have $300 to invest in marketing. Does this sound like something that would work? And they go, what do you mean? You go, honestly, like Mr. Johnson, like my average client spends $1,000 a month just to employ my services, not including the $2,000 a month I would recommend to directly advertise their services. And the average client will sell 10 to 15, 20 other things before they actually employ my services, because I can't take them from 0 to 2 or 2 to 4, but I can take them from 15 to 20. Zach, this is a good framework for owning that conversation. If your narrative with the client is like, oh, we're gonna sell a bunch of cabinets, it's gonna be amazing, all fun stuff, they're gonna be disappointed immediately. Like I turned on this marketing campaign and I didn't sell like 5 cabinets tomorrow. You're like, well, that's not how that works. Well, what was gonna happen? You have to have this whole back and forth after the fact. Have that conversation beforehand. When a new client that you've never done work for in the past is coming to you with I've never done marketing, and it's a new cabinet and flooring business, and I've never done the niche before, I take them through this process. Well, okay, how many tiles have you sold? How many cars have you sold? How many stand-up desks have you sold in the past 90 days? Okay, cool. Is that number big enough for me to feel confident that this is a proven offer? It's not, which by the way, it's usually too small anyway. Okay, Mr. Johnson, you've sold 3 stand-up desks in the past 90 days. What are you expecting in results from this marketing campaign? Oh, you want to sell 30 desks? Gotcha. And how much are you willing to invest to achieve that goal? I mean, it looks like you sell each stand-up desk for $1,000, so you're asking me to actually bring you $30,000 in sales. How much are you willing to invest into that? Oh, only 400 bucks. Sorry, this ain't gonna work. If it turns out, by the way, Zach, in that conversation that you still want to take on their business, having this conversation will pre-prompt the failure or the fear of failure or the feeling of failure that will probably come with a new cabinet and flooring business or any business at all. The reason why I bring it up, Zach, is very often an agency will be like, oh my God, new opportunity. I can assemble all this fun stuff. I can have this ad and that ad in Google and all that fun stuff. But maybe nobody wants to buy it in the first place. And if that's the case, you're definitely heading down the wrong track really darn fast. So I hope that makes a lot of sense. So everybody on here, I hope this was